This is another live stream edition. Our official second live stream. The last time you seen us live, we were doing a special live stream edition of our 47th episode of Bros Talk MMA, breaking down Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodrigues, which just ended just a little bit ago. But this is our actual second live stream where we just sit down, we bullshit, we have an actual Q&A with the people who view in because we actually know where the actual fucking live stream or live chat takes place and don't look like assholes. So, hey, here's to our second stream. Here's to my bro making an epic comeback. We ended up tying on the night with picks. We both did great with picks. We both went 9-3 apiece. I came out hot. I came out super hot. I was at
like
7-0.
right?
I was at 7-0 before I started taking L's, and then I took 3 unfortunate ones. One that I guess I can understand, and then a second one that I can kind of understand.
What? And I fucking won. You know what I mean? Not one, but I fucking
back.
tied it the fuck up.
Came back.
Because I was supposed to tie it up. Because there's no fucking way in the world I'm losing my belt or not getting my crown. Go ahead, my boy.
No,
say what you want to say.
No, you got it. You got it. I mean, you came back. That's all it was. You came back. Unfortunately,
Like a boss.
Unfortunately, Dylan Budka is who I think he is.
A bitch.
So I can see that being where I kind of went wrong. Gregory Rodrigues kind of flamed out the way I thought he would. I broke that down that Cannonier had the better 5-round conditioning. And he was just landing better shots, and I think Rodrigues thought he was going to possibly get him out of there in that first round, and I think he probably expended a little more energy than he should have.
What I will say is Cam had a couple dudes that I thought was ready. Well, one of them was a lady. The other one was a dude. He was from he was definitely a Stan motherfucker that ran against fucking Aguilar.
No,
that one
wasn't a Stan.
Aguilar. I lost to Aguilar.
It was Estevam.
Whatever it is, I don't give a fuck. Like the Aguilar,
the Brazilian, bro. That's not a Stan.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm giving you the props and the fact that you picked him and I didn't pick him. Or you want more than that? You know what I mean?
Hey,
what am I gonna tell you?
I'm just saying. You know, just making sure you got it right.
This is bullshit. Whatever.
It's all good. It's all good.
See, when you try to give somebody like a props and shit, like I don't even want it. Whatever, fine.
Hey. Good shit on the Edmund Shabazian pick. He did exactly what I said he should do. He had to get that shit done quick. Because if somehow, some way, if Dylan Budka decided he wanted to wrestle instead of not be a clown and try and stand with Shabazian where that was actually his, strength, if he would have took the path of least resistance, he possibly could have had at least fared a little bit better, but he got the fuck up out of there quick, so... kudos to you on that pick. Kudos to you on the Cannonier pick, and kudos to you on the, what was your other pick? What other one did you get?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so good at all these picks. I'm not sure what the last one was, but maybe.
No, that's all you got over me. That's all you got over me.
No, it was more than that.
No, you and me went 2-2, bro. We picked
3.
4 fights against each other. We went 4 fights against each other. I got 2, and you got 2. I got Angela Hill, and who else was it? I got Angela Hill and oh my gosh, who was it? I hate this shit. I forget who it was.
Look it up. You need to.
Damn.
Fuck. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
It was Angela Hill and
fuck, man.
I don't even know, bro. That's crazy. Fucking who was it?
You won somehow. Obviously.
I don't know.
Obviously.
That's weird. Oh, Angela Hill and Rafael Estevam. That's who I got. And then you got Jared Cannonier and Edmund Shabazian. Fucking
Monster shit.
Shabazian. But
I guess what I'm gonna say is like, I know what the main card's supposed to be. Like card motherfuckers up in there. Just so I know.
Right. Well, kudos to you once again. But yeah, that concludes that card. It was cool. I mean, there were some finishes. I think I'm most impressed with the Angela Hill win. That was really good. She got a split decision.
Be honest with you, I'm
her
a
way.
little bit more happy with the fucking Walker win because I was really not feeling that motherfucker. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, Walker win was good, actually. He came out and did his thing. I mean, but Dontel Mays also, did what I expected him to do, if he wasn't able to at least get some takedown defense going. So it was what it was. Let's run through this real quick. I mean, like, we had Cavalcanti come in and do exactly what I thought she was going to do, basically just put on a striking performance against Avila. Avila tried to make it dirty a couple times, toughed her way through and lost. Ended up retiring, which made sense to me. And that's how things started out. We had Walter Walker get a heel hook in the first round against Dontel Mays, which
Let me go ahead and apologize
nice.
to Walter Walker. So I really thought you were like a piece of shit, to be honest with you. Like you were trash. Like your come out end of the UFC was trash. But you won obviously like a fight in between that, and now you won this one very solid. So like good job, Walter Walker. Go ahead though.
Good job to
I need to
him.
apologize for like
Elijah Smith.
I would never bet on him and shit, whatever.
He made it very close. Vince Morales definitely did what he was supposed to do as like a test for the young prospect's first fight in the UFC. Definitely put him in some scary positions. Dogged it out, to really test his limits in a few different facets, both on the ground, cardio. He was tagging him, but, Elijah Smith definitely showed that over the course of the fight, he was, he was putting on more damage. So, I mean,
Elijah Walker scared the fuck out of me. Like
Elijah
he was in so Smith, Walker, I don't give a fuck. Elijah, what is his name? Swift? Elijah Swift, Smith. Bro, like he was in so many bad positions. Like a lot of the time. And like he was so like
the only silver lining I can take from that is that it shows that he knows how to figure out how to tough it out through adversity. So, I mean, that was good to see early on from a 22-year-old, who's going to, have a nice, bright future. But if he doesn't start shoring some things up and definitely needs to go back to the gym and drill some defense because his defense was looking bad. He was getting tagged way too much.
Absolutely.
He has some great scrambling ability in terms of grappling, but he also had kind of like poor defense there because he kept putting himself in the same chokehold over and over again.
The same bad position. So
yeah, so he's got some work to do.
I respect him. He was good. Like that was a great win.
Yeah. Then we had one of the Bomb Fiend brothers, who the one that we bet on and picked. We had him going up against Chaos Williams. Chaos Williams put up a good fight at first, and kind of did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He was going to come in, throw bombs, make it interesting. He stuffed takedowns, he was doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, Bomb Fiend did get into the
just
ground.
fuck him up. Just fuck him up.
You couldn't tell that he was asleep until Herb Dean, you could hear him saying, like, I need you to talk to me. And then finally he was like, yeah, there's something's wrong here. Got him separated, and came to be that Williams was asleep. So
he rolled his eyes in the back of his head.
Great effort, short notice, but definitely played out the way that we hadn't thought it would. Then you got Rafael Estevam going up against Jesus Aguilar. This was the first fight me and bro went against each other on, and
it wasn't the first one, but it was like
it was the first of four.
One of four. I think
Okay.
we went against each other like an earlier one.
No, we didn't, but
Are you sure? Check it out.
bro, you picked Calvin Conti? Did you pick Walker? Did you pick Smith? Did you
Yep.
pick Bonfim?
Yep.
Okay, boom. There you go. First fight that we disagreed on.
Okay, then there you go.
Damn.
Fucking hater, bro. Like, you don't gotta be all like that. Whatever, though.
Esteban got the win. Aguilar did basically what I thought he'd do. He'd try to fucking jump guillotine a million times, a million different ways, and
Almost had it.
presented a threat with the hands, just because he was opening up, and he does have power, but he really does need to he needs to train some stand up and really get his his hands in order, so that way he can be a little more threatening in that regard. That's really where Esteban pulled ahead and was able to get some good scrambling and put himself in some dominant positions grappling too. But there were moments where Aguilar almost had that guillotining, and then also in the third round, definitely Esteban he did gas, and Aguilar started opening up, and he almost put him away.
He almost did. And this is what I want to say is Aguilar really does have pretty, I think his hands are not bad. They are not bad. And I think he didn't open up with them until the third round, and he should have opened up to them right away. Because they were solid, and he should have just kept doing that. And keep that shit standing, because he was all right standing, to be honest with you.
I mean, he
And
was just
Aguilar
winging shots at a tired opponent.
He was, but at the end of the day, did you see his opponent come through and do something better than him? You know what I mean?
I mean, he was tagging him and fucking actually winning the grappling exchanges until the third round, when shit started looking a little crazy because he was tired, though. It was because he was tired, so there was somewhat of a handicap there, whereas when they were going skill for skill early on, Esteban asserted himself to where Aguilar had more respect and, was kind of having trouble with him. But then once the homeboy got tired and had some his defenses go down a little bit, that's when Aguilar went for broke and started opening up, and he was cool, but I'm saying if he had better striking technique, he probably maybe could have picked Esteban apart a little bit better and actually may have put him away in that third round, but just didn't go that way, and kind of went the way I expected it to. Then we got, this is my favorite fight in terms of just outcome. We had Angela Hill finally winning a split decision for a change up against Ketlin Souza. This was the second fight me and bro disagreed on. I got it. I was feeling good about myself. Angela Hill, started out good. Poured it on early. Second round, you could tell she was starting to tire a little bit towards the second half of it. And then the third round, she just had to just dog it out, find that veteran grit. It looked to me like Souza wasn't quite ready for this fight. There was something off about her. She just didn't look put together, and it showed in her performance. And Angela Hill was able, she still let it be too close because, like I said, she needs to start finding ways to finish. But at 40 years old, against a young prospect who made her last opponent look crazy, she did her thing. And, kudos to Angela Hill. 40 years old, doing her thing.
Souza looked fucking skinny fat. She had a little fucking chubby shit, a chip I could grab, wow. What the fuck is that? How the fuck is you a UFC fighter? You know what I mean? I can just do this to you. That's weird. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit. I'm disappointed in her. She did a very good job. I really thought she was gonna do some shit because she still looked good. And in some exchanges, I'm but if you didn't have this, you'd have probably won this. You know what I mean? Throwing a belt around your fucking obviously that wasn't for a belt, but still, you could have thrown a belt around your waist. Trash.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
Like I said, there was you could just tell in their appearance and just their body language, they just weren't quite into it. they were definitely they have the talent where it's like the power and just their overall ability definitely shine through, but because the focus wasn't quite there, things just, she wasn't able to piece it all together and just left the door open for Hill to win. It's not to say that maybe she won that fight because it was a splitty, which means so one of the judges did think she win, one thought she lost, and then one just, they leaned it to Hill. And at the end of the day, Souza, definitely is promising, but she has to come in focused and just more put together next time around. Moving on to another W that me and bro both got. We had Jose Delgado going up against Connor Matthews. It looked a little weird at the beginning of the fight.
True shit.
Definitely looked a little weird to begin, but then Delgado got it together, found his shot, put Connor Matthews on his pockets, and then just, finished the fight from there, which was great. Hey, turn your microphone off, bro.
I'm not doing that. Go ahead.
Come on, man. Turn it off. No one wants to hear that shit.
Fuck that. Go ahead.
Come on, my G. I don't want to hear that shit.
Whatever.
Oh, my God. This fool thinks it's so cute to pull his little wee-wee out and let everybody hear how it dribbles into the fucking water. There it goes. Little drip, drip. Fucking sound like the Dave Chappelle fucking R. Kelly song and shit. Drip, drip, drip. Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, Delgado found his shot, did what he was supposed to do. This takes us into the next fight. We had Andre Petroski going up against Rodolfo Vieira. Vieira started out real good, and just he wasn't able to get his grappling going, and I think that really, turned the tides for Petroski, because then Petroski, who really wasn't trying to grapple much himself, he was just able to keep it on the feet. Vieira, he wanted to get his grappling going, so therefore he kind of took his foot off of the gas striking, which was actually working for him, but I think because that wasn't his bread and butter and something that he was actually thinking as a method of victory for him, I felt like he thought, okay, I'll get the striking going. It'll be, enough to gain the respect and then, take Petroski down and then finish it there. Didn't quite go that way, so then I feel like his confidence started waning because I don't know if he was, thought his striking could get him to the promised land, or to the cards. So it just kind of just started to lean in Petroski's favor. Looking back on it, yeah, maybe I could have bet Petroski, but hey, it is what it is.
Fuck that. Not bet Petroski. Like, it was so bad. Like, Vieira was the clear favorite. He should have won. It doesn't make any sense why he didn't. And I'm sorry, Petroski. Like, you're trash. Like, you're a trash ass fighter. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Like, you won. Great job. But Vieira just gave that shit away, to be honest with me. Like, to be honest with you, be honest with, like, the folks, like...
More Vieira lost the fight than Petroski won it.
Absolutely.
I got you. Moving on, we then seen a weird fight. It was cool. I'm happy with the outcome. It went the way I wanted it to, but it was definitely a weird situation where you had Nazim Sadikov going up against Ishmael Bonfim. It was kind of going Bonfim's way to begin, to be honest. He was throwing heat. He came out fast, just as predicted in the breakdown. And, yeah, I mean, he was doing well, but then he ran himself basically into a question mark kick from Sadikov. Ended up, dazing him. Sadikov started to pour it on a little bit more. And then Bonfim, he got busted up from it. He ended up actually getting a cut from that. And so I guess it was a pretty bad cut. that at some point, apparently before the next round could start, the doctors were in there with a translator asking him if he could see. Apparently somewhere in the translation, either it wasn't necessarily understood that he said he could fight, or because he was still dazed and confused, somehow he didn't understand or, realize that he was being asked, could he still fight? And he was saying, no, he couldn't fight, or something happened, to where I don't necessarily know if it needed to stop there. I guess he could have, came out and at least it could have got more of an official stoppage in the second round. But hey, went our way, made for another W, got us back in the win column. What you gotta say?
He got his ass fucking whooped. Like, it is what it is. Like,
Hey,
so go ahead.
shit was nice. Sadikov came back
Absolutely.
after a pretty lengthy layoff and put himself in the win column, and I feel like he's, been able to shake off whatever a layoff does to you, and now he'll be ready to go for his next one. He probably didn't take a lot of damage, so he's probably ready to go here pretty soon. That brings us to the featured bout on the main card. That was Edmund Shabazian versus Dylan Budka. I mean, this one played out exactly how I said it too. Shabazian needed to get his striking going, get Budka out of there in the first round, and that's exactly what he did. I just feel like Budka was kind of, dumb.
A bitch.
He was definitely dumb in the fact that he decided to try and strike with Shabazian instead of, trying to find his in for a takedown and try and get that grappling going and see if he could zap that energy. But he didn't even give himself a chance, really. He probably tried one, half-assed fucking takedown attempt, and he looked like he had nervous energy, looked like he knew that, like, this fight, was like a do or die for him. And I think he just let it get to him and wasn't focused on, enacting a game plan, just more so fighting not to lose.
Some people get under the lights, you know what I mean? And once you get under the lights, like, it gets weird for you.
Yeah.
I get it. It is what it is. That's kind of the way.
Oh, go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was just going to get into the next one.
Go ahead and get in the next one.
That took us into the main event. We had Calvin Kattar going up against Yusuf Zalal. This one was pretty clean cut in my opinion, but there was a point where Zalal, after in round 3, he was definitely on his bike. He was definitely, not trying to take any punishment from Kattar, who started to open up in a way that I don't think a lot of people are used to seeing Kattar, do his thing. And had he did that earlier in the fight, this could have definitely been a way different fight. But he let Zalal pull out ahead too much before actually trying to really pour on some offense. It was basically Zalal moving around the cage, not letting him get set, getting him to think so much about trying to just find a point where he could throw some offense that he was too concerned about tracking Zalal down. And then there was the threat of the takedown, which he definitely did well. He stuffed a lot of the takedowns and then kept it on the feet primarily, which I think is what tired Zalal out ultimately. But it's just that, like, because of that, he never really threw any offense in those first 2 rounds. Third round, he was still having to track, Zalal down, but at that point, he
had already lost.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is, fucking Zalal is a fucking beast. Zalal already said, you guys, like I told you guys earlier, like, this man has already turned the corner. He knows what he wants to do. He knows he wants to be the best in the UFC. He's going to be the best in the UFC, and that's what it is. And that's why he whipped that motherfucker's ass. That is what it is. That being said, Zalal, all he has to do is stay humble. If he can stay humble, he will move up the ranks in the UFC and start just wop, just fuck him up on these motherfuckers in the goddamn top 15.
Yeah, he might. I think what he needs to focus on going into some of his next fights is how to, harness a little more power. I think that was kind of one of the only issues he had. He didn't really have like anything, and I think that was the thing. Had he been able to get his grappling going, then that would have kind of like, made up for, I guess, what's a lack of power on the feet. But since he wasn't able to get his grappling going, I think ultimately it was like, oh, well, I'm only, really a point fighter, at this point, unless I really piece dudes up or am able to find like a club and sub type scenario, or just enact my grappling and then just take fools out. But in this case, since Cater wasn't taking the takedown and was, making him move around, especially in that third round, because now he's starting to really like open up. And like I said, this wasn't a typical Cater where he's just, like he was winging some shots, and he had like a savage in him to where, like, I ain't gonna lie, like I don't know where he goes from here, but if he decides to kind of bring that third round more so into his next fights, and I'm not saying like go at that pace a full 15, but if he's able to kind of get a little meaner in there like that, that would pay dividends for him, because right now he's on a 4-fight skid. I know one of those was him getting injured mid-fight, but still, he's on a 4-fight skid, and I think people got him figured out that he's just a stand-up boxer who really tries to work the jab. And it's kind of like him and Rob Font are definitely the same kind of guy, and people are figuring it out that these guys come in to throw jabs and throw hands, and if you mix it up or just grapple heavy or just, are able to not play into their game and let them sit there and just, pick you apart, I think they've been figured out. Cater, depending on where he goes from here, if he finds himself losing some more, he might find himself like in the BKFC, fucking just doing stand-up fights.
For sure.
Or boxing bouts,
For sure.
Misfits.
For
shit
sure.
like that. But is that it? You don't got nothing?
What someone to say?
Shit. Okay. Well, that takes us into the main event. And, thought my guy RoboCop was going to get it done. He was looking nice in the first round, and then it kind of looked how I thought it would be, but Jared Cannonier proved that he had that veteran, also just like title contender, main event, 5-round experience. He did his thing, so salute to him. He dismantled him, finished him in the 4th round.
Please explain to me why you thought that dude was gonna win.
Because he's powerful, and Cannonier just hasn't been looking like himself lately. But he came out and he got mean, and he just took his respect back. Like at first, RoboCop was kind of bullying him around a little bit. Cannonier was being technical and the measured fighter that he's come to be, and it was working for a bit. And then fucking RoboCop started just bruting his way through it, and started putting Cannonier on his pockets. Like it got a little weird. But then Cannonier, I think, found a nice balance of being measured, but then also like getting mean, and, like standing his ground and taking his respect back. And yeah, he took advantage of the cardio, and he just started piecing him up, and he dazed him with a nice short elbow inside, and I don't think RoboCop ever recovered from that. And Cannonier ended up finishing it in the 4th, which then that's how we ended up tying at 9-3 apiece on the card. So there's 12 fights total. We both went 9-3 apiece, which looked real good. Definitely know that in terms of picks for the UFC tracker and ROI on the evening, definitely would like that Angela Hill pick, and well, maybe not. Actually, I think that fight was actually a lot more closer than I think in terms of odds. And then I don't know, but I feel good.
Let me go ahead and close this out. Let me go ahead and say what I'm fucking gonna say. I'm proud of you. Good job. Trying to catch up to me. You know what I mean? Even though you think I caught up to you, I just knew what I was going to do.
I wish I could have took that back.
Yeah, you could take that shit back. Whatever, though.
You were going to say mid-fucking dap.
I'm the motherfucking winner. You know what I mean? Give me my belt. Hand me my crown. Always gonna take this shit over. That's all I can do. I'm the greatest at doing this shit. I'm always gonna be the greatest at doing this shit. You're more than welcome to say what you need to say.
Oh, congratulations! You're staying out. Like every time I think I'm about to get up on you, then you either end up making it dead even, or you get one up on me again. So like I can't hate. Like I think we're still tied at 17 fights, or not tied. I'm sorry. I think you're still up 17 fights on me. I could have potentially got up on you, and you were like, nope, this stops here, so we're even again. Yeah, so it's 17 fights, I think. We'll have uh, a new episode airing, hopefully earlier in the week, breaking down this Cejudo and Song card coming up.
I'll give you all my picks right now.
Well, no, we'll save that for
I'm
later.
just saying, no.
But what I will say is let's think about some other things here just real quick. I don't want to keep you too long, but let's look into this card real quick. I want to say, what fight is it that you're looking forward to?
Coming up?
Yeah, no, on this card. Like what's a fight that you see on this card that interests you? I'm gonna say definitely because they actually had a bunch fall out from this card. There's a bunch of fights that fell out from this card. Ketlin Vieira versus Macy Chasson fell out. Edson Barboza versus Steve Garcia. What?
Show me the first card. Let's see.
What do you mean the first card? I'm
There we
talking
go.
about the canceled fights, bro.
I know.
We got Nurlston Ruzaboyev going up against Eric McConaughey.
No, that's a trash ass fucking fight.
And then we got Fugit versus Billy Ray Goff.
Trash.
We got Nick Klein versus Abdul Malik. That'll be a goodie. That's a sleeper. That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really good
like
fight.
it.
2 contender series guys. One got to UFC debut that he won. One's making a UFC debut. That's going to be a goodie. Grappler with hands against, just a well-rounded opponent, but definitely a dude that leans more with the hands. That's going to be a goodie one. Andre Philly versus Milky Costa.
Nope.
Ricky Simone versus Javid Basharat. That's going to be a goodie. Modestas Bukowskis going up against Rafael Sequeira.
Nope. I don't like that one either.
Ion Cutelaba against Ibo Aslan. I think that'll be a good fight.
That one is a great fight.
That's going to be a banger for sure.
I like just based on like seconds or like just like what I'm thinking right now, I'll go Cutelaba. But I don't know for sure. Like I'm not gonna dial that one in.
For sure. Then after that, you got Rob Font up against Jean Matsumoto. Somewhat short notice because Rob Font was supposed to fight Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz got injured and ended up retiring. So they ended up finding Rob Font a replacement with Jean Matsumoto, undefeated featherweight. It looks like they're going to do a catch weight. It looks like
If I had to guess at
140.
this moment, I would say Rob Font. But go ahead.
I don't know. I mean,
If I had to guess, I'm just gonna I'm throwing it out there.
yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We got a light heavyweight bout after that. Alonzo Menefield going up against Julius Walker.
I'm gonna go Benefield.
I think I might go with this Walker dude. He looks like one of those dudes that's gonna, overwhelm Menefield. Menefield's just really gonna end up having a puncher's chance.
Well, also Walker has not ever been in the UFC. This is his first shot. So
He hasn't, but I don't know. Menefield looks like he's on his way out. Then you got Jean Silva going up against Milsik Bagdasarian, which that one's gonna be a really good fight. I'll give one of my picks for the next episode. I'm going to be going with Jean Silva on this one, but this is going to be a good fight. But
I can also agree with that.
Bagdasarian's coming off a super lengthy layoff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's going to be interesting how that one goes, but I'm going to go with Silva. He's been on a roll.
Yep.
Then you got the co-main event, Brendan Allen up against Anthony Hernandez. These guys are somewhat the same. Both got decent hands. I would probably lean the hands to Brendan Allen. Both are exemplary grapplers, but I don't know. I don't want to say I'm gonna lean the grappling to Hernandez, but man, that's definitely his specialty, and he loves to drown people. Allen likes to kind of get more to the point. He likes to control you. Likes to, definitely be in the dominant positions and finish you. Whereas Anthony Hernandez, if he finds a finish, great, but he doesn't mind, just working you for fucking the entirety of the fight. So
I
that's
think I
gonna
would
be a
go
goodie.
Anthony Hernandez.
That's gonna be, bro. We're giving you got an actual show that people
We
watch.
can do that, but like, I'm not saying it's a definite. I'm just saying like that's how I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay, I'll
at the
give
end
you
of the day, go ahead.
Oh, got the main event. Henry Cejudo going up against Song Yadong. Yeah, this one's gonna be crazy. I mean, I think this is gonna be one of those passing of the torch, or I still got a little more fight in me, depending on who wins. If Henry Cejudo wins, I'm not gonna say that he can't compete for the title anymore, but it's just a long road up for him, especially at bantamweight, to really try and make a title run out of it. Song Yadong, young, still ever evolving prospect. I think that he isn't great in the grappling department like that necessarily, like on a Henry Cejudo level, but I think he has enough grappling takedown defense to just stuff takedowns, keep it on the feet, just start tagging Henry Cejudo up and just kind of showing that, you're on your way out. This is a changing of the guard, and it's not necessarily I'm about to, go on this title run, but it's definitely like I am of the new class that, is going to be doing their thing for years to come here, whereas you're about to start, maybe you should find some, fights that just like make some good money, make some good sense for you.
I'm gonna go Song Yadong because I think Henry Cejudo should just go to the fucking bare knuckle, fucking grappling area.
Bare
'Cause
knuckle grappling?
or bare knuckle fucking fighting. You know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. What was that? That BK fucking whatever the fuck that is. Um, he's done. He's done in the UFC, in my opinion. Um, I picked pretty well. Just say like, so I'm gonna go with Song Dong. Henry Cejudo. Pick another fucking a spot to be at. I'm fucking great at what I do. I think you are as well.
Oh, I know
Obviously.
I am. This day. Don't get it twisted. This is, we got plenty of fights left on this year, bro, and plenty of opportunity for me to take what is rightfully mine. It's just, hey,
Take what is
you're good.
rightfully
You're
yours?
good.
What the
You're
fuck
good.
is you talking about?
I noticed that when I start out on hot streaks like that, 7 in a row, da 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 da, stuff like that, like eventually things start to come off the rails a little bit, whatever, da 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 da. You came on
Cause I
strong at
know.
the end. But to be totally honest, bro, like I'm gonna smoke you. Like I'm just gonna dial
Cause
it
you
in.
picked
Even
randoms.
more, even
You
more,
picked
even more.
randoms, my nigga. Like
I
I
ain't pick.
picked the motherfuckers that were supposed to be winning.
Calm it
You know what I
down.
mean? I'm talking like okay,
it
so let's
down,
think
bro.
about it. I picked the goddamn main events, the main card. You picked undercards. Oh, great, good job. I'm picking undercards. I pick fucking main cards. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers that actually mean shit. The motherfuckers we actually seen.
I
You know what I mean?
was
No, wait. The motherfuckers we actually seen.
I was 8-1 at one point, and you were 5-3, bro. Like it was looking really
At
dark
one
for you.
point.
And then
At
you won
one
out.
point.
So that's all good. Good job. Anyway, I'm gonna get you.
Never.
No, I'm gonna get you. It's all good though. I ain't even tripping. But just know
Take
this.
your whole coochie in.
You live to fight another day. Next week's card's gonna be good. Then after that, we got Manel Kopp versus Almabayev.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool. Asu Almabayev. And then after that, we got UFC 313, fucking Poatan versus Ankalaev. It's gonna be interesting.
Ah!
Well, there you have it. I mean, that's how I feel right now. We'll have to see as the fight draws closer, but right now, of course, I want it, my heart, my mind with Poton, but eventually, if those start to separate, and I gotta go with my mind, so we'll see how it goes.
It's all good.
But yeah, I mean, I want to say for real this time, we don't got anybody in the chat, so like when we end this shit, like we don't have to feel bad that like it got. Something got skipped or something was messed up, but it really looks like we don't got no one here. So hopefully people come through on the replay, check this shit out. But yeah, this is our second live stream. Bros Talk MMA. We had a great night of picks. Make sure you check out the UFC tracker. They'll probably have an overview either tomorrow or the next day, letting you know that we killed the field this year, or not this year, but this week. And follow us on IG, Bros Talk MMA. Follow us on TikTok at Bros Talk MMA. Follow me at Utica_SME. That's UTICA_SME. Bro don't want nobody to follow him. He don't like that shit.
Motherfucking oh, wait, go ahead.
And then, yeah, just make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We appreciate everybody, all of our 107 subscribers. We're actually, we're just steadily going up. And, I really appreciate everybody. And, yeah, just be on the lookout for our next episode. And you got anything left?
I don't fucking lose, is what I'm going to say. You know what I mean? Belt, crown. I'm probably talking a little shit and that, whatever. The best ever. The best has ever done it. The best is ever going to do it.
You done?
Please tell me. Tell me I'm not. Tell me I'm not.
You're not. You done?
Tell me why I'm not the best.
Because I'm the best.
You got a better record than me?
Not at this moment, but...
Who the fuck has a better record than me?
Me. In my mind, I will have a better record than you. The record I see in the future is what's better than yours, so I'm the best.
Go ahead. Show me how you feel about that then. Like, show me how you feel about when you have the best record.
I mean, I won't see anything. I'll be too high up.
Give me my belt. Hand me my crown. I'm goddamn RayBucks. I'm motherfucking Ray. Fucking Nesterio. I am the one. I am the only one. The only one that's ever gonna be. The only one that will ever live. No one is ever gonna talk down to me or say something different because I'm always going to win for the rest of my life and probably the rest of your life as well. Enjoy yourself.
All right, folks. Well, sorry you had to witness that, but we're all in this together. This has been another live stream edition of Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, Utica, undeniably the illest cat around, a.k.a. Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. I'm here with my bro host extraordinaire.
The one. It's RayBucks. It's Michael Jordan. It's goddamn motherfucking Ray the God. What do you want from me?
Finish. You good?
That's all. I want from you right now at this
All
moment.
right, folks.
You know?
Well, until the next time, happy betting. Best of luck going into our next card. And until the next time, we out. Oh, man.